All right, Bridget, we're out here in the front garden, and well, we had a pretty hard frost last night. A couple of hard frosts the past few nights. So, ooh, there's a bit of a breeze. But, ooh, I like breezes. Give me a hug. But the one thing that we want to talk about, all right, after a frost is it's the best time to harvest greens, especially greens like collard greens or kale. It's quite the delicacy this time of year to have greens ready in your garden. And I'll show you here some of the greens we have growing. Of course, we've got cabbage, but right there are our collard greens. Now, these are home-saved landrace variety that we've been growing and working on for the past couple of years. You can tell doesn't look exactly like maybe some of them don't look exactly like your store-bought collard greens. Well, that's fine. These taste just as good, and because we're growing them in the way that we are growing them, they have quite the disease resistance that we're finding, and also a lot more vigor. They're growing a lot quicker. You all right? You're just really happy about those collard greens. But now's the best time to harvest them. So with that in mind, if you want to harvest them after a first couple frosts or throughout the winter with frosts, when do you grow them? Well, we like to get them started or plant our seeds or get our seedlings started in trays about 12 weeks before our first expected frost. 12 to 16 weeks. 12 weeks, about 3 months. So it's middle of November now, and be about November, October, September. It was about late August, early September that we got these started. Depending on your fertility, depending on your disease and bug pressure, that may change how much when you get them started. But around there gives you a good stand so that you have nice big, I'll show you again, nice big collard green plants that are about the size of my head, most of the leaves are, so that when you come through, you don't have to harvest all of them at once. You can leave them on there, harvest the nice big ones, or you can come through and harvest them all if you'd like. But especially maybe if you're in pretty much everywhere, you can just come and harvest a few here and there. Now, we did get another question, Bridget, about what about all the disease and bug pressure? Well, we don't get that this time of year. What we do is we'll grow our greens. Yeah, we'll grow our greens through the fall. And so we'll grow them, again, late August, early September. We'll get them started. We'll get them out in the garden. And then we'll grow them through the spring till about May, April, May, and maybe June. But then we'll pull them out. We'll pull all of our brassica greens out so that there's none in the garden from around June, July, and most of the August. So about 3 months where we don't have any brassica greens in the garden. Now, what this does is it breaks the bug pressure or disease pressure. Now, there's a couple other things you can do. Now, we have hedgerows, and we do a lot of different things to encourage beneficial insects to come in and be predators to those, maybe aphids and squash bugs. They don't really, or harlequin bugs, a lot of different bugs that you may have problems with in your garden. But the big thing is breaking that disease pressure, that cycle, or the bug pressure. So for us, we just pull them out for 3 months, and of course, we freeze a ton so that we're able to make it through with frozen greens all through that time, all summer. And honestly, they don't taste that good when you harvest them in July and August. They're just very bitter. But if you can harvest them after a frost or early spring when the temperatures are still pretty mild, you're gonna be in a lot better shape. So that's just what we want to talk about a little bit today. It is time to start harvesting your collard greens, especially if you're in southeastern United States, middle of the United States. We're getting a lot of frosts, and the temperature is about perfect to harvest those collard greens, those rutabagas, those turnips, beets if you got them, really anything that is frost hardy, but tastes even better with a good frost. Well, what do you think about that, Bridget? What did you spit out? Huh? Looks like she found something to chew on. All right, well, we love you guys. We'll see you in another video soon.